Welcome everybody to the Music Show. I'm Ray Braselton, your host.
And I'm Nick Rita, co-host.
Well, today we have for you Dr. Nick and Gloria Showband.
The show band, right.
And very interesting duet, and more than a duet, because there's different instruments being played with them. They play instruments while they sing, and
right.
I believe that a lot of the songs they do are from anywhere from the 40s to,
They do a wide variety.
Very
of
wide
things,
variety
yes,
to even up to maybe a disco.
I think the word we would use would be versatile.
Versatile, right?
I like that word.
That's the word we'll use.
Versatile.
They play and perform with different type of instruments, and they also play really all over the place. But they do a lot of extra work for, I believe, the senior citizens in the Rochester area. Play for a lot of homes, assisted family living homes.
Well, that's
and
nice. That's quite a circuit these days, isn't it?
It is, and
that's a venue that's opened for musicians over the past 15 years or so.
Well, they're a great audience too,
right.
and they're very loving people that
Well,
you can always feel
I've been
comfortable
doing
playing
a
with them.
nursing home, a church service at a nursing home for about 15 years now, every Sunday.
That long?
So it's I know how rewarding it is just to
they
play for the people.
They do play other areas, and we got a lot of info on them that's going to be we're going to talk about.
Right.
They have a past that would be interesting to learn about as far as their music ability. I know Dr. Nick is more into jazz, where Gloria is more into classical, and they combine themselves together. There's an interesting story behind that too. So we're looking forward to everybody watching this segment. And
of course, we have our regular segments. The
Nick's.
Uncle Nick's Corner and Showcase. The Showcase will be interesting.
Yep, that'll be
watch
different.
for that. You're going to enjoy that.
Of course, the interview.
Right.
And so everybody stay tuned. We have a good show for you, and here they come.
We're the Dr. Nick and Gloria Showband. We would like to do a song for you that Elvis Presley made famous all over again. It's called Can't Help Falling in Love. Wise men say only fools rush in, for I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin? For I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too.
Welcome, everybody, to the Music Show. I'm Ray Braselton, your host, and this is the interview segment of our show. So I want to introduce to you, and you've probably already heard them play at least once, and I want to introduce to you Gloria, and I believe it's Gagno? Mm-hmm. Right, Gloria?
Gagno.
Gagno, okay. And Gloria, you're from the Penfield area, right?
Yep.
That's what I thought. And
I'm Dr. Nick.
Dr. Nick Davis,
That's
am I
correct.
right? And from the Fairport area.
That's correct.
And they are a great show band, and so far so good. We've really enjoyed you. I wanted to kind of go a little bit through their past, not a lot, but because we're going to get to that more in the roundtable.
We have no secrets.
Okay, well, I can dig them out of you if you do. Or I will by the roundtable. But a really interesting showcase, and I did find them as if I found you somewhere buried somewhere. I came across you over at what was the name?
Heights. Heather Heights.
That's what I thought, and that's in Pittsford, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You're right. And really interesting the show that you do for people. And I know you play all over the place, and we're going to get to that again later. But one of the things I wanted to ask you, I know that that you play at different venues. But a lot of the venues you play are senior citizens.
Yes,
am I
play over
correct?
30 senior citizen areas.
Really?
Yes.
So you play out quite often.
That's right. Yeah, several times a week.
Yeah. And that's as a matter of fact, I do a little bit of that myself. So
Good for
I had played at that place before and heard you guys were coming. That's why I wanted to
All right.
get you on the show. But I know that you do a lot of different types of songs. To start with that, and can you tell me some of the songs you do? Maybe you can, Gloria?
Okay.
You got your own mic.
Yeah, I do. Well, we do standards and Broadway show tunes, and we do disco and swing,
You do country.
and we do
I
country.
heard you do country.
We do country.
And also some jazz, too.
Yeah. And
Not
we,
a lot, but just some jazz.
And we do funk,
You do.
and we do disco funk.
You youngsters. Well, Dr.
We don't do rap, though.
Oh, well, Dr. Nick is actually a little bit into jazz. I think you were
That's correct,
trained
yeah.
with
Yes, I am.
jazz more. And in fact, you were originally from, didn't you grow up in the Boston area?
That's correct. I was born and raised in Boston, 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah, but then Boston became too big, so
You've gone everywhere in the country.
pretty
Oh,
much
my
California.
God. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I lived
And Gloria, were you raised in this area?
No, I grew up in Binghamton.
Oh, that's
Born
right,
and raised
Binghamton.
there.
Born and raised there
Yeah.
in Binghamton. And
Uh-huh.
so we got a lot to talk about your all the training and all the things you've done through your life in that area. How did you two meet each other? I mean, were you both in the music business when you met each other?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we each had our own bands and were independently both professional musicians. But I was a fairly recent widow, had been actually widowed only 17 months, having told my kids, my grandchildren, all my girlfriends, now you won't see me after wonderful 45-year marriage, looking around for some other
Yeah,
guy. I'm not
yeah,
interested.
yeah.
Well, a neighbor across the street in the new neighborhood where I moved to after my husband passed away very suddenly, said, "You've just got to meet this guy, and his name is Nick." And I said, "Tom, I'm not interested." And at any rate, he was very persistent, went on and on and on, and told me that, because I'm a registered nurse and Nick is an eye doctor, he said, "And you're both professional musicians," he says, "you just got to
Just
meet."
perfect. Yeah.
So we did. Long story short, we did meet, and
And you haven't stopped meeting.
That's right.
Well, you put on, when you do your show, you put on such a real, true performance, and a lot of it doesn't even seem like a performance because you're so loving to each other. I just love the way you look when you sing your songs. You're so together, and it reminds me of my wife and I. We're a lot that way too. So I really hope that everybody will stick in. We're going to talk about both Dr. Nick and Gloria and their past and all the things they do. There's so many interesting things about you and your performing all over the country and for that matter out of the United States, and Gloria, some of your Broadway shows and all this. So you come back in about 30 seconds and do another song for us.
All right.
of course.
Okay, so we'll see you in about 30 seconds. Oh, probably less than that, 5.
Thank you.
We'd like to do a little song that Linda Ronstadt made very famous a few years ago. It's actually a cute little jazz song from the 40s, and then she took it and had a really big hit with it. Dr. Nick and I really love it when the old songs are brought back for new generations to hear. It makes our hearts sing. So this is a song called Am I Blue? It's about a couple who just broke up, but there is a happy ending. And we do a little skit around this, don't we? Yes, we do. This is, I'm going to have to tell you that I'm very angry with Dr. Nick. I don't like him anymore. He's so mean. I'm not ever going to speak to him again. What a bum.
Speaking of bum, I like her bummy. Am I blue? Am I blue? Ain't these tears in my eyes telling you no more Gloria?
Am I blue? You'd be too if each plan with your man just fell through.
Whoa, there was a time I was her only one, but now I'm the sad and lonely one. Boo-hoo.
Did we play till today? Now he's gone and we're through. Am I blue? Play it, Dr. Nick.
All right. Wanna play?
Yeah, let's play.
Now we're here, and it's true, I ain't blue.
I ain't blue.
I love you. We ain't blue.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the music show and this special segment of the Instrument Showcase. Here's Dr. Nick.
The song's entitled When the Saints Go Marching In, or Mama Don't Allow.
When the saints
Go marching in.
go marching in,
Now when the saints go marching in, I wanna be in that number. When the saints go marching in. Now, Mama don't allow no guitar playing around here.
oh, you watch it.
Mama don't allow no guitar playing around here. But we don't care what Mama allows. We're gonna have them anyhow.
Mama don't allow no guitar playing around here.
Get your guitar, man.
Yeah.
Now, Mama don't allow no horns blowing around here.
Oh no, you watch again now, Mama.
Mama don't allow no horns blowing around here. But we don't care what Mama allows. We're gonna have them anyhow. Let's have some horns blowing around here.
some drums.
Either way, I answer to anybody.
Dr. Nick, thank you. We're going to sit down now and teach you a little bit, or try to inform you a little bit about the different types of trombones. This is a fun thing we did, just to kind of give you an example of what they do. But why don't we grab a couple chairs and sit down, and I'll let Dr. Nick do that first. And I'm not sure where we're going to put my trombone. Okay, we'll put it there. And I'll get my chair. Throw my guitar on the ground. Okay. Oh, worn out. There you go.
All right.
Oh, okay. I think, I hope everybody can hear us, but boy, that wore me out.
Yes. That was a workout, wasn't it? Huh?
It was. Well, Dr. Nick, I know you've been playing for a long time.
Sure have.
And how long have you been playing trombone? My lips.
Many, many years.
Well, it was elementary school, didn't you say?
That's right. I started off real young.
Well, I did in 5th or 6th grade myself.
Yeah, really?
So, but I played basically just the, I guess it's called the F trombone,
yeah,
right?
Tenor trombone.
Tenor trombone, okay. And but there's many different trombones. I don't know how many of you are aware that there are quite a few different types of.
There sure are.
Can you tell us a little
Sure
bit?
can.
You know a lot about
it. First of all, the most common trombone is the tenor trombone. It's just the smaller size bore.
Is that this one?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
A tenor trombone is just the standard what all the famous brass artists played, like Tommy Dorsey and Buddy Morrow and Irby Green and all those great trombonists. And then there are the larger trombones, which have what's called an F as in Frank, F attachment on the trombone, which allows you to get additional lower notes.
Okay.
So you can play almost what a bass trombone can. A bass trombone has more tubing in it to give a lower.
Right in this area.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gives you a lower sound to do all the bass, low bass notes. So generally, those are the three main trombones. Then there's a trombone which does not have a slide on it. It has a fixed slide, but it has valves like a trumpet. It's called a valve trombone.
Yeah, I think there are quite a few artists out there that play valve trombone.
Right. One of the first artists that started the valve trombone was a jazz trombonist, Bob Brookmeyer. He was one of the first jazz trombonists who played the valve trombone. He was fabulous with it.
Now, as far as playing the valve trombone, I would think that there would be a lot of things that you couldn't do with the valve trombone.
Well, there's no slide.
Yeah, you can't do the slide. Exactly, which is the most fun part of playing.
It is. Yeah.
But
you can always wind up hitting somebody. Boing, boing,
that was
boing.
the biggest part, the funnest
I tried
part.
to hit Gloria over there. Boing, boing, boing.
Well,
she always ducks.
Yeah, they always do, don't they? The trombone, the valve trombone, what is the significance of the valve trombone? What can they do?
They sort of give it instead of slurring back and forth to notes, you can hear play more of a staccato or a sharp attack on each note.
Okay, gotcha. Now, I know, as I was saying, it is well known and people do play it, but the school bands, I've even a couple of school bands heard of them play, but generally speaking, it seems to be more this trombone, the tenor trombone.
Most popular, right.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yes,
now, is there any other attachments or any other particular type trombones
besides that you know of, or is that pretty much what you are
That's
aware
the
of?
main type of trombone. There are other horns which sound like a trombone, like a baritone, but it has a more darker, bassier sound, the baritone horn.
Okay.
So that's a valve type horn, not a slide horn. But that's found in most or many brass choirs.
Yeah. Are there any other horns that would compete with the trombone that would sound similar to the trombone besides?
Like I say, the baritone horn is the closest.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to ask you also about some of the artists. I know Tommy Dorsey and
my favorite.
Yeah.
When I first heard Tommy Dorsey play trombone, I wasn't playing trombone at the time, and I said, that guy plays so smooth.
Oh,
He was really smooth trombone. You could not almost hear any separation from note to note to note. He was that smooth. So I said, someday I'm going to play like him.
Yeah. Or play with him.
Oh yeah. And I came close to playing almost like him. Not quite, but almost.
Well, you played trombone for a lot of years, and we're going to get into that more later with the round table and everything, and some of the things that you've done.
Good.
And so we'll look forward to that. But I just thought, bring to your attention a little bit about the trombone and how it works, and some of the different types of trombones. And I hope you enjoy this segment. And we'll be looking forward to having you and Gloria do some more songs, a song or two more for us, if you don't mind. And then when we get the round table, we'll talk more about maybe about that and some of the great trombonists and the past, and
sounds good.
And also about some of the things you two are doing now, and you and Gloria and everything.
Be happy to.
Okay, everybody, stay tuned. We'll be with you in a bit.
Dr. Nick's going to do a wonderful song for you, one that we love, our audiences love it. It's just a great tune. It's called Just a Gigolo. Louis Prima made this song famous. And so here goes Dr. Nick, Just a Gigolo.
I'm just a gigolo, and everywhere I go, people know the part I'm playing. I'm paid for every dance, selling each romance. Oh, what they're saying. There will come a day when youth will pass away. What will they say about me? When the end comes, I know I was just a gigolo, but life goes on without me. I'm just a gigolo, and everywhere I go, people know the part I'm playing. I'm paid for every dance, selling each romance. Oh, what they're saying. There will come a day when youth will pass away. What will they say about me? When the end comes, I know I was just a gigolo, but life goes on without me, 'cause I ain't got nobody. Nobody cares for me. Nobody, honey. I'm so sad and lonely. Sad and lonely, sad and lonely. Won't some sweet little mama come and take a chance on me? 'Cause I ain't so bad. Look out! Bozy, bozy bop, city bop. I ain't got nobody. Whoa! Nobody cares for me. Nobody, honey. bubbly, zibbly bubbly, hummly bubbly, zibbly bub. I ain't got nobody. Nobody cares for me. Nobody, honey. I'm so sad and lonely, sad and lonely. Want some sweet little mama come and take a chance on me, 'cause I ain't so bad.
I will.
All right. Nobody, nobody cares for me. Scoop-a-bee-ba-boop-boop, bye-bye, yeah.
Welcome to Uncle Nick's Corner. You caught me playing again, and I can't overemphasize the necessity to get your fingers on the guitar every day and do a little bit of practicing. That little thing I was playing there, we in the workshop I do, we have some people get together, and all we do is we talk about guitar and we play guitar, and that's a little E minor thing that we started working on, and I thought the chord progression was interesting enough to share with you. We really don't have a name for it. We call it the E minor thing because it's in E minor. And actually, I think we developed it, we started working on the old Stairway to Heaven thing, and with that movable, we started to develop this one, and instead of being with A minor, it's in E minor. And I'm starting out with the rhythm part of it. Now the rhythm part of it, you could play rhythmically, strumming like this, or it can be finger picked. By the way, when I finger pick, I really like doing that because I can pick out different notes and emphasize different notes with whatever fingers I'm using. You could do it with a pick too, but for me it's so much easier with my fingers. For instance, that chromatic line where I'm starting with the root of the E minor chord, and then I'm going to the E flat, and then I'm going to a D, then the next note is a C sharp. As I'm playing, listen to it. And what that was doing was accentuating it with the number of fingers that I was using. But to get back to that, we have just a plain E minor, just a normal E minor that we're working with. After that, we're going to an E minor, but we're going to have an E flat with it. Now we can go through and technically name each one of these chords, but all I'm doing there is I'm dropping the E, which is on the second fret of the 4th string. I'm dropping that down to the 1st fret, and we're getting that. Now, one more time, we're going down chromatically to the D. When I play that D, the 4th string, and I have that chord left, it's an E minor 7. But then we're going to replace the E on the 4th string, but the chromatic note is going down to the C sharp. So it's E flat, D, making it the E minor 7, and then that C sharp, making that chord right there. I'm coming up with a form that on the 1st finger I'm using on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and the 3rd finger I'm using on the 4th fret of the 6th string. Technically what that is a minor 3rd, and we use those all over this place. In fact, when I'm to that chord, the next chord I'm going is a variation on an A minor. And I'm taking that same form that I have on the 2nd and 4th fret of the 4th and 5th string, and I'm moving it up to the 5th and 7th fret of the 3rd and the 4th string. Here's what it sounds like. Listen. If we were going to name that, we'd have to name that an A minor 9, because we have the A minor, we have an A here, a C, and we have an E. That's your A minor chord, but we're adding the open B. Now, a lot of times we move chords around, and we just move certain forms around and take parts of the chord and kind of suspend it above open strings, and it gives us a real open sound. A minor 9. So let me get to that chord from the beginning. Now, where the first chord progression where I was doing on E minor was actually lasting for 2 measures, I'm only going to play 1 measure on that. And when you have a chord like that, you can, with your fingers, do tons of things. There I'm simulating a pick with my finger. And then the next chord we get to is we're taking 2 notes out of a B chord, and we're throwing that right in the center of the open strings again. Technically, let me think, it would be a B13, B, D, B, D, F, G, A, E, B, D, M, D, F, A, right. B add 13. And we get that open sound. Now, going back to the beginning, if I was playing that without any fancy things to it, it would sound like this. And all that was a simple 1, 4, 5 in the key of E minor. But adding this gives it a lot of movement. Gives it a nice full sound, and we can do other things to it. On some later session, what I'll do is I'll bring that up and play that part which goes with that. Actually, I was playing it a little bit too long. It should sound more like. And that's the little chords up on top that add so much to this, this sort of thing. But until that time, we'll be seeing you again. Remember, keep on playing. Keep on playing. You can never play too much. By the way, if you have any questions or anything you'd like covered, actually, if you would even like to have a visual copy of what we're doing here, almost every time I have some chord charts or tablature or notes that portray the music that we're doing here. So anytime you'd like a copy of that, just get in touch with us. Mike is probably putting something on the bottom of the screen as we talk as a point of contact. We'd be glad to hear from you. But until the next time, we'll see you.
This next song is a Kool and the Gang song. It's a disco tune, and we love it. We love doing it because it's all about ladies. Ladies' night, as a matter of fact. Gloria, what do you think about ladies' night?
Well, I think it's something about the fact that young women today get together with their girlfriends. They leave their kids home with the old man and go out and have a little glass of wine and some dinner and do a lot of laughing and kidding around.
You mean guys like me have to take care of the kids?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Good for you.
Oh yeah, oh what a night.
gotta be right. Oh yes, it's ladies' night, and the feeling's right. Oh yes, it's ladies' night. Oh what a night. Oh yes, it's ladies' night, and the feeling's right. Oh yes, it's ladies' night. Oh what a night. Romantic lady, you disco lady, sophisticated mama. You sexy lady, won't you come and spend the night with me tonight?
If you hear any noise, it's the boys, it's ladies' night.
Gonna step out ladies' night, stepping out ladies' night. Gonna step out ladies' night, stepping out ladies' night. Oh yes, it's ladies' night, and the feeling's right. Oh yes, it's ladies' night. Oh what a night. Oh yes, it's ladies' night, and the feeling's right. Oh yes, it's ladies' night. Oh what a night. On disco lights, your name will be seen. You can fulfill all your dreams. Party here, party there, everywhere. Tonight's your night, baby, you got to beware. This is your night, tonight, everything's gonna be alright. This is your night, tonight, everything's gonna be alright. This is your night, tonight, everything's gonna be alright. This is your night, tonight, everything's gonna be alright. Come on, let's all celebrate tonight. Alright. Come on, let's all celebrate tonight. Alright. Come on, let's all celebrate tonight. Alright. Come on, let's all celebrate. Yeah.
Welcome again, everybody, to the Music Show. I'm Ray Braselton, your host.
And I'm Nick Rita, co-host.
And we're so glad to have you with us again today. And we have for you the Dr. Nick and Gloria Showband, who's been performing for us today. So I want to welcome you, Dr. Nick, to the show, and so glad you could be with us. Nice to have you. This is Gloria,
Thank you.
right?
Yep.
Gloria and Nick. And you both play different instruments. I know you play a little piano, although...
No, I play a lot of piano.
You play a lot of piano, okay. You did on the show, though, today. But,
No, because there
yeah.
wasn't a piano
Not-
here,
yeah, it wasn't
and
available. Right.
it's a lot of extra
Yeah,
work to
I
bring
know.
a piano.
So you did most of the instrumentation playing today.
Yes, I did, yes.
And that included the saxophone and the trombone, and then you had the singing going along with her, and a little dancing and a little skit here and there.
That's
and,
so true.
Well, you know, I have a lot of questions for you. I know you are from the Penfield area. And as a matter of fact, besides being great entertainers, and we got to get into it, but you're also professionals. I know that, Gloria, you're a registered nurse, and you said you are a registered nurse at
Baywind.
Baywind.
Baywind Senior Living.
And where's that?
It's on Bay Road, right across from Wegmans.
Oh, okay.
In Webster.
In Webster.
In Webster.
Yeah.
And I've been there 8 years, and I love working with seniors.
They are wonderful. Every time, well, Nick and I do too, here and there, and we love it too. And your profession, of course, is an eye doctor, right?
That's correct.
And,
yeah.
and where's your establishment?
Well, I work with Empire Vision, and I handle all their offices. Whenever a doctor is out sick or else vacationing,
Right.
I fill in.
Oh.
I'm semi-retired,
Gotcha.
so it works out real well.
Yeah. So here we have professionals working in another profession now. That's the music business, and it's just I mean, you guys actually met each other, and you were already into the entertainment.
That's true.
Quite a bit. So,
That's right, yeah.
So it was sensible that you would keep your relationship together and continue with this. But we've got, I've got a lot of info on you because, of course, I read up on my subjects. I mean, my people.
Your victims?
My victims. And we met. I met you over at the. Was it the Legacy?
Heather Heights.
Heather Heights
Right.
in Pittsford, and I had played there a couple times once before, and then I heard about you guys, and was able to check you out, and was very impressed with the way you handled the people, the residents there, and everything, and how much they enjoyed and clapped. But your music is very versatile in the sense of in every way, the different instruments you use and the different types of songs you play. And you do songs anywhere from the 40s to the 80s, I guess.
That's
so
right.
Can you give us kind of an idea of some of the songs that you do?
Well, we do big band all the way from the 40s all the way up. Big band, swing, standards, all the beautiful Sinatra, Tony Bennett standards that they've done, and then we go into rock and roll, and do some jazz. Broadway. Gloria loves doing Broadway.
I bet she does.
That's her forte. One of her fortes.
But then I'm proud to say that we also do even more up-to-date music because, you know, as older people ourselves, you know, it tickles me pink that we do disco and funk.
Yeah.
And then there's disco funk.
And what's amazing to me, because I was there when you guys were performing, is how much the residents, the people that love it, I don't know, is that the right word for the
residents?
Yes, it is.
Yes, residents. Yeah.
They love your stuff. Even the newer, more modern stuff, they enjoy so much. But you also do a little bit of country. I heard you do a country song.
Yeah, we do country. I forgot. We have several country songs.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, it's just now that's hence you call it a show band, right?
Yeah.
That's correct.
It's a show band.
Yeah, a show band is actually musician vocalists performing live with background music. Musician vocalists performing live with background music.
That's great. Yeah. You have also, I know you play other venues, but that does tend to be a lot of the venues that play are for the senior residents.
Yeah, but we also do community groups. We've played in country clubs. We've played in restaurants. We do private parties.
Boy, you're busy.
You know.
Yeah, you keep busy. You're out
Right.
all the time. You have a background also that's interesting. You're from Boston.
Yes, I am. Born and raised in Boston.
And that's a great, I had an uncle and aunt that lived in Cambridge.
Oh, yes.
And I went to Harvard.
Really?
Well, I walked through it.
Oh, you walked through it. Okay.
And in any case,
Very funny.
so I have been there. So in fact, our honeymoon, my wife and I's honeymoon was in Boston.
Oh.
So but
Great city.
we love it. We love it. But you also have been in California, where
Yes,
you
I
did
have.
some entertainment in California for a number of years.
I sure
believe.
did. Yeah, I was there for many, many years.
Yeah.
I started off in San Diego.
Yeah.
And played in of all kinds of bands. You know, country western band, playing trombone. Trombone in a country western band is almost unheard of.
Yeah.
But when you play, like whenever I would sit into a country western group, they say just play any licks that you can. So I play Dixieland licks
That was a good
with
idea,
country
yeah.
western music, and it fit great.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, it seems to me like that might work, but that's very interesting. And I'm, by the way, from California. I was born in Berkeley, California.
Really?
And I learned to surf in San Diego.
Wow.
So I'm a Californian originally. So
Good for you.
But and then of course you went on to you did some cruises where you went to South America. And
That's
did
correct.
Some cruises there. And
we got a cruise ship. We flew out of Boston to Lisbon, Portugal. Met a cruise ship there and sailed all along the African coast, across the Atlantic Ocean to South America, and it was just beautiful.
Oh, I've always dreamed of doing a cruise
tour
like that myself. But and then of course you came to Rochester and in the 1970s. And performed with the Doc Davis band.
That's correct. I did start that band and went all the way up to Nick and the Nice Guys. Now I'm not Nick of Nick and the Nice Guys, but that was a wonderful experience.
Well, one of the great experiences was that you did perform also for George Pataki's inaugural celebration in 1995.
That's correct.
And you sung for him too, didn't you?
Right.
And that must have been really great.
It really was. Yeah.
Nick is the one that got to sing New York, New York.
Oh, that's great.
I didn't know.
He didn't do on your show here, but
some other time.
He's unbelievable doing it. Yeah.
And Gloria, you were born in Binghamton and raised in Binghamton and studied piano and voice.
Piano. Started piano at 5 and voice at 11.
And of course you were involved with drama club or stage productions of some sort as a younger person too. And that carried on because you did that for a long time. Anything you can tell me about your experience with that?
Well, I always tell people that both Nick and I were child performers. Child musicians is what I normally say, because I think it's a curiosity to see people, regular people like we are, performing like we do. And but the answer is to why we can do it and why we're comfortable doing it is the fact that we've been doing it since we were children.
And you are comfortable doing it. You're more comfortable than I am. But I had fun with you guys today, because this thing that we did, and I'm sure you saw it already with the instrument showcase, special instrument showcase. We don't usually do this, where Nick and I, Dr. Nick and I, did the trombone duet of Saints Go Marching In.
That was fun.
Was that fun?
Really.
And have you ever done that with anybody else?
No, I haven't. You're the first.
That makes me feel kind of important.
You are.
But that was a lot of fun, and if you didn't see it on this week, you better catch it the next chance you get, because that was fun doing that with the trombone.
Yeah.
But you, in any case, getting back to you, you did stop to raise a family.
I did.
And you got into the liturgical part of the Catholic Church and got into
liturgical music.
Liturgical music,
right.
And you were doing what's
cantor.
It called? Cantor, right.
I was a cantor for a long time in many different churches. Some weekends I'd rush from a mass at one church to a mass at another church to a mass at another church, because I had connections in places where I was doing music. So I played piano, organ, and cantored, sang. And in one church, St. Joseph's in Penfield, I also sang in a very fine choir. So.
And then you got involved, of course, with other productions on stage, I assume. Like you did Titanic, Sound of Music, and probably a lot of other things like that. Well, you had some lead parts in it too, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Rochester is blessed with a lot of musical theater. And they're amateurs, but they do a fabulously professional job of putting on their stuff.
They do.
And so a girlfriend got me involved with that, and it was just great fun. I loved it.
Loved it too. You know, that's. I don't know how you do it. Because that's the biggest problem I have is I can't memorize, so I have a lot of problem with it. But then you also were responsible for forming a couple local bands. I know one was the Penfield Pops. Until you turned that over to John Jorgensen, and he took over for you. And I was pretty grateful to you for putting that together.
Yeah.
And go ahead if you have.
I don't know how I do it. I just conceive the idea of what to do, figure out how to do it. You know, where to find people and where to get a place to rehearse, and then just do it. I then did a second band. And that one I got very, very busy afterwards. What happens is I start them, and then 2 or 3 years later I get busy with other stuff. And so the second one I said to the band, this one is called AMPS, American Music Pop Salute. And they entertain at all the senior residences all over, and they only do senior residences. And I got that started and then got busy with other things.
Is this what you do just for recreation all the time? I mean, you probably get paid too, but I mean,
we get paid.
You just enjoy singing out and playing together for just the pure enjoyment of it.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
That's
At any rate, I do want to say one more sentence, and that is, it didn't take very long. Nick and I fell madly in love.
Yeah.
So what can I say?
Well, we can see it in your performance. That's the one thing when you perform up there, and I saw it on TV. I mean, I couldn't stop looking at you. You know, you can see how you sing these love songs and how much you look at each other and hold each other's hands and everything. So it really makes for a very, very show band, a very, very nice show for people who want something like that. And I did want to run over. This is an interesting article. I'm going to show the magazine real quick here, so you can. I'm not sure what camera we're going on, but this is the magazine that they were featured in, and 55 plus, out of Victor, New York, I think.
That's correct, yeah.
So we want to give them a plug here, and also show you a picture here of a special article done, which I get a lot of my information from, by the way. All my information, well, most of it, of them. And we can get that picture. This is a special article on them.
Two pages, a two-page
Two
article.
pages, yes.
Yeah.
And if you have if there is any possibility of you being able to get an older copy of this or something, I don't know if they could do that.
It's from December, this past December.
Yeah, maybe
But
they can have them.
They can read the whole thing right online.
Yeah, well, there you go. Go online and read this article about them. You guys are willing to play most any places,
Yes, we
private
are.
parties and different functions like you do. And I want to thank you very, very much for being on the show. I hope people will be able to get a hold of you and be able to enjoy you as much as we did. I hope you all enjoyed the show today. Is there any website an email or something that you know by heart?
Phone number's fine. Sure.
Okay. We've got the phone number. Is that right?
585-359-2020.
Okay.
What else would an eye doctor have?
Right, exactly,
2020. Again, it's 585-359-2020.
Okay, and you get a hold of you for any kind of a job like that.
That's correct.
And how about the? Is that good enough? Just that, or
That's
do you
fine.
want this one? Okay. Okay. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us today's show. We love to have you. I had a lot of fun. That was real special for me.
Ray,
And,
thank you for your encouragement to what we do. We really appreciate it.
Oh,
And
it's
you
so
too,
nice.
Nick.
So, thank you again.
Thank you for having us.
It was fun. I hope we can do this again. I've never done this before. I've never played with somebody on trombone like that before.
Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Gloria.
Thanks, Nick.
Nick.
Okay. Nick. Dr. Nick, Uncle
I'm in
Nick.
between two Nicks. That'll probably never happen again.
Well, you'd
You know,
lucky-
sometime we do have to have him back because there's a lot of other things we could talk about too.
Oh, yeah.
Like your background tracks, how you do that, and
So we'll
things
get you
like
back.
that,
You
and
come back in?
promotion.
Yes.
Okay.
He's really good at it. Yeah.
Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us today on the music show. And we'll look forward to seeing you on the next show right here. This channel. Don't miss it. Every week. Don't touch that dial. No, that's wrong. That's for the
No, they
beginning
can
of the
touch
show.
it.
Bye, everybody.
They can turn it off.
Bye. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me?
Hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we could find us a brand new recipe?
I got a hot rod Ford and a $20 bill. I know a spot just over the hill. The soda pop's flowing and the dancing is free. Don't you wanna come along and dance with me? Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Wanna dance?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here I go again. Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me?
Hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we could find us a brand new recipe?
I got a hot rod Ford and a $20 bill. I know a spot just over the hill. The soda pop's flowing and the dancing is free. Don't you wanna come along and dance with me? Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something